Isn't too bad for being post-hurricane with everyone's electricity out. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So a little bit of an unexpected road trip vlog. We have now been living in West Virginia for 6 months. Sorry. And Thursday, my husband's company told him that they need him in Texas on Monday. So they were going to send him on a flight down there. And I asked him, I'm like, why don't you see if we can drive and we'll make a mini road trip out of it. So yeah, mini week-long road trip to Texas. So we'll take this opportunity of travel to let the kids try White Castle for the first time. Which is probably a bad idea.
We're gonna be farting up a storm.
Gross.
It's true.
Probably not good to do. We have 13 and a half hours left. Wow, there's a whole bunch of you back there.
That's weird.
Anyway, so yeah, we are.
Sherman's back there somewhere.
And the dog's back there.
Unless we left him at the last restaurant.
So yeah, we're at White Castle. Ruby's running a fever. The dog's crying, but
Dog's not crying.
was crying. He was crying.
You're just trying to make
Anyways,
it overdramatic.
I'm not being overdramatic. Okay, so we're still about 12 hours away from Texas, and we started getting more reports of the tropical storms and tropical depression that might be hitting our area that we were going to, but we really honestly didn't think much of it. No one did, because as we all know with weather guys, they normally over dramatize a whole ton, and if there's ever even a chance of a hurricane, it is so blown up and talked about constantly that when we heard tropical depression, it's like, oh, okay, maybe some storms, no biggie. Little did we know.
Welcome to Texas.
Okay, so we finally get to Texas after 2 days, and we did stay one night at a hotel. Ruby continued with a fever though, so she woke up every 20 minutes to an hour. By the time Daniel and I got to my in-laws' house in Texas, we were so beat. It was raining and cloudy and icky, but nothing too crazy, but more than anything, we were just exhausted. But soon, yeah, the weather definitely started to get worse. The Hand is where we are at. Lots of storms. Lots of wind. So does it look like the storms were getting worse? We did actually all make plans to sleep in the middle of the living room, in the middle of the house, where it would be safest in case something did happen. But, well, thankfully, Doug and Tammy, my mother-in-law, put on solar lights just in case the power were to go out. And the power did go out, and we have solar lights, so that would have been very scary for the kids for just everything to go out. So, oh my goodness, I wish you guys could see what it looks like outside. It's crazy. It's so insane. What do you think, Ruby? Yeah, it is nuts out there. So yes, at last minute, the storms turned into a hurricane. We had Hurricane Nicholas. I was so exhausted from driving most of the way and then being up with Ruby that I probably fell asleep around 11. And the kids woke me up as a hurricane was hitting. They're like, the house is moving, the house is moving. And I was so tired. I was like, it's fine, go back to bed. And like I said, we were all in the living room, so we were safe. Safe as we could be. But yeah, it was pretty scary. It was pretty intense, and praise the Lord, everyone was okay. My in-laws' property was okay, but it definitely made for a really crazy long night, along with the power being off.
Damn!
Branches down everywhere. Now that I don't know if it technically is a hurricane when it hit, but we got all the hurricane like warnings because it's strengthened. Everything's already flooding.
Look at this.
Branches. Hang on, babes.
No one goes over there. Hey, Dad,
Here, come on.
does that look deep over there? Yeah. Yeah, it's not deep.
Come on.
It's really deep.
That's the neighbors.
Oh, look out there.
It's crazy.
Oh.
So I'm hoping, come on you guys, I'm hoping we'll go for a drive later because I really wanted to check out, kind of by the beach. No, Caleb, come on. I really want to check out how everything looked by the beach and, you know, just drive around. But Flo's right here. I thought I'd go for a walk and see what the backyard looks like because, yeah, it sounded so intense last night. Little plants are good. Those, I don't know what those big plants were, but those are all flat.
Get away from
That's a pasture. My in-laws had just gotten this, and I mean, like, they just helped a neighbor move it out of the way, and that came off its blocks last night. Isn't too bad for being post-hurricane with everyone's electricity out. Apparently everyone has the same idea as us. Sandwiches
I made this stuff. This
are
is cool. I hate it.
super easy, so
It's okay, Mom. We'll just
that's
this was
hilarious.
cool.
Okay, so this actually became our home away from home for a couple days. I explain a little bit more right after my mini tour. By the way, see those little blue chairs across from the coffee/tea area? That was pretty much my kind of special hangout in the evenings, that I would sometimes sit in the evenings and drink tea and talk to people, and I don't know, that was just like my favorite little spot there.
Why are you being like me?
Oh my goodness. Alright, so we finally got done shopping at Walmart. We got toys for the kids and snacks and stuff. And we checked into a hotel, which I'm so thankful for. It was so, Doug and Tammy said we could stay there as long as we wanted. And, you know, we did, but, so the power went out Sunday and it is Wednesday night tonight. So, I mean, there were fans and there were lights, but it started to get a lot hotter, a lot quicker, and especially after being in West Virginia now for the last 6 months, being in Texas with the humidity, with no air conditioning, and then was just too much. And then, you know, we had enough water to flush toilets and enough drinking water, but there wasn't really enough for baths or showers. So no one has showered the past couple days. And it's just gotten stinky and gross and hot, and it's just, yeah. And Daniel didn't have enough internet to do his work stuff, so we had to check into a hotel anyway. So we're gonna be at a hotel for the next couple days and then go back to Doug and Tammy's, because we were gonna go home on Friday, but because of the hurricane and all that went along with that, now we're gonna go home next Friday. So this whole week like doesn't count because Daniel didn't get to do all the stuff that he came to do for work, obviously, and the kids and I really haven't gotten to do much at all because we've been, you know, at my in-laws' house with no electricity, which has been amazing. we've just sat and talked, and it's been really relaxing, albeit a little stressful. Yeah, it's just been hot every night, and I mean, we've had fans and it's been fine, and it's been unseasonably cool, but it's still like South Houston weather, so it's still hot and humid. But I'm gonna take the most amazing bath and shower, and I've got essential oils, and I can wash my face and use all the water I want without feeling like I'm wasting water. I mean, I know we shouldn't waste water, but you know what I mean. And yeah, it's just, I still can't believe the timing. I mean, of all the times to come down to Texas, we come down for a hurricane, but and it's been really cool being at the hotel because everyone else here, you know, has their own hurricane story of why they're here, and everyone's just been super nice and helpful. And we started washing laundry, and that was another thing. We got ready so quick for the trip that I told the kids, I'm like, don't bring a lot of clothes, we'll just wash laundry while we're down there. And of course we haven't been able to wash laundry, so we've just been wearing the same stuff and re-wearing stuff. So first thing I did when we got here is get laundry going, and everyone's waiting on laundry, and I didn't get to the dryer quick enough, and someone traded it, you know, put my stuff in the washer into the dryer. They cleaned out the lint trap, they put in dryer sheets for me, they paid for it, and I went in there as they were coming out, and they're like, I'm sorry, I hope it was okay. And I'm like, oh yeah, of course. I'm like, you know, I got in here as quick as I could. I'm like, no, it's fine. And I tried to, you know, pay the money back for the dryer. They're like, no, really, you know, we all have to help each other out. And it just makes me really miss Texas, and just the sense of community here. And that, I mean, it's there in West Virginia too, but especially when you're going through a disaster sort of thing. Just Texans just step up for each other, and I love that. Okay, I've been like going on and on for like 3.5 minutes, so I'll talk to you all later, and I hope you all have a good night, because I'm definitely finally gonna have, I don't mean finally have a really good night. God has blessed us, we are safe, my in-laws are safe, their house is safe, but I'm just very thankful for running water and a cool bedroom. So good night all.